Did you know that 1 in 10 women are affected by PCOS? That's a lot of us. Yet, so many suffer in silence because this condition is often misunderstood or misdiagnosed. Welcome to Imperfect Wellness, a space where we tackle PCOS head on, one imperfect step at a time. If we haven't met yet, I'm your host, Deja. Hello, and I'm thrilled to have you here. Whether you're newly diagnosed, have been navigating PCOS for years, or are just curious, you're in the right place. Living with PCOS can feel like being in a game you didn't sign up for, with confusing rules and an unpredictable referee. Hello, hormone. But here's the thing. Once you learn the rules, you can start winning. Before we dive into my journey, let's clear something up. PCOS is not just about infertility or weight. It's about how your body handles hormones, metabolism, and overall health. Think of it as the ultimate multitasker of condition. It affects nearly everything, yet no two women experience it in the same way. Here's an acronym to help you remember the core challenges of PCOS. The H stands for hormonal imbalances. O for ovulation issues. P, persistent symptoms like acne, fatigue, hair loss, and on and on. And E for emotional struggle. But don't worry. We're going to flip the script on that and turn hope into a strategy for thriving. Let me take you back to when my journey began. I was in my preteens when I noticed I wasn't like my friends. No periods, unexplained weight gain, and skin issues that refused to budge no matter how many face masks I tried. By the time I was finally diagnosed at 22, I felt like my body was working against me. For years, I faced irregular periods, unpredictable weight gain, binge eating, and low self-esteem. I tried to fix myself through fad diets, endless cardio sessions, and more Google searches than I'd like to admit. It wasn't until my 30s, call me a late bloomer, that I discovered the magic of power. P stands for prioritizing my health. O for owning my journey. W, working with my body, not against it. E, educating myself, and R, respecting my limits. This shift changed everything. Seriously, it was a light bulb moment for me. Like many of you, I bounced from doctor to doctor, feeling like I was collecting symptoms instead of solutions. One doctor even told me, just lose weight, it'll go. Who else has heard that one? The turning point came when I realized that PCOS didn't have to define me. I could redefine it instead. So I became my own advocate. I started researching, learning, and experimenting with lifestyle changes. And no, it wasn't easy. At first, it felt like trying to solve a puzzle with half the pieces missing. But over time, I found what works for me. Food became my first focus because, let's be honest, it's something that we deal with every day. Every day, we're faced with what are we going to eat? So I experimented with PCOS-friendly diets, tried keto for a while, and eventually found balance by focusing on nutrient-dense foods. Here's another acronym for building a PCOS-friendly plate. The P stands for protein. The L, low glycemic carbs. A, anti-inflammatory fat. T, tons of veggies. And E, eating mindfully. Instead of obsessing over perfection, I eventually learned to make small, sustainable changes. For example, swapping sugary snacks for nuts or adding a side of veggies to my meal. Progress, not perfection. Next, I tackled exercise. Now, I used to think cardio was the answer to everything, but I've since learned the power of strength training. Lifting weights isn't just for bodybuilders. It's for anyone who wants to build muscle, burn fat, and balance hormones. And let me tell you, for us women, who are aging. We're all aging, right? Building strength is one of the most important things we can do, regardless if you have PCOS or not. If you're new to strength training, start small. Even bodyweight exercises count. The key is to find something you enjoy, find a routine that you can do consistently. Because let's face it, if it feels like torture, you're not going to stick with it. And who needs more torture, right? Now, I'm not saying it shouldn't feel like a challenge. Challenge is good. Torture is not good. Perhaps the most challenging yet rewarding part of my journey has been my mindset. It's so easy to feel defeated when dealing with PCOS, but shifting my perspective changed everything. Instead of seeing my symptoms as obstacles, I started viewing them as signals. For example, fatigue meant I needed to rest, not push harder. Bloating reminded me to reassess my food choices. Listen to your body. It is smarter than you think. And let's not forget the importance of self-compassion. It's so important because PCOS is a marathon. It's not a sprint. Celebrate your wins, no matter how small they seem. One of the best things I did was connect with other women who understood what I was going through. Sharing my story online opened up a world of support, and that sense of community has been invaluable because for so many years, I just felt completely alone. If you are feeling isolated, please note that you are not alone. There are a whole tribe of us out here cheering you on. And this is something that I wish I would have known back when I was a teenager and even throughout my 20s. Let's recap with some practical takeaways. Number 1, focus on balance. Remember the PLATE acronym to guide your meal. Number 2, incorporate movement. Aim for a mix of strength training and low impact cardio. Number 3, prioritize sleep. Your hormones will thank you. Number 4, manage stress. Whether it's you're journaling, meditating, or dancing in your kitchen. Yes, dancing in your kitchen counts. Find what works for you. Track your symptoms. Awareness is the first step to change. And this was one of the most important things also that I did. And I actually have a free symptom tracker and journal that you can grab. The link will be in the description. Here's the bottom line. PCOS doesn't define you. It's part of your story, but it's not the entire story. By focusing on your health, you can reclaim your power, live a life that you're proud of. Thank you for joining me today. If anything I've said resonated with you, let me know in the comments. I'd love for you to share your struggles, your wins, and what's working for you right now. Let's keep the conversation going. And remember, you got this. And also, don't forget to check my other videos out for more tips and insights on managing PCOS and thriving on your journey.